Hi guys. So we're here with another video. He's gonna ask me questions. I'm really nervous. Don't know why I'm nervous.
All right, YouTube. We got
Emily.
M240. We're here today to do a little interview today. Thank you for popping out tonight. Thank you for doing this interview with me today. I got a couple questions today, and then we're basically we're gonna go over like what it's like to be a woman in the car community, a woman with like a fast car, and like what it is to be like that, especially in New Jersey.
Yeah, it's definitely interesting. Definitely different scenery compared to a guy.
Sorry, you said what?
I said it's definitely a different scene compared to a guy.
So like, can you tell me about your upbringing about cars? Like what happened? What?
I said it's definitely a different scene compared to a guy.
So like, can you tell me about your upbringing about cars? Like what happened with like, how did you even get like into cars? Like what is your upbringing?
Well, I didn't really grow up into cars. My family wasn't from here, so I kind of got myself into cars in a way since I was in high school. My friends were into cars, so since I'm gonna say like 2019 I was into cars, and then I kind of like just self-taught myself about like the mechanical aspect of cars.
So like everything was just self-taught. You never really like you never really had like some kind of influence on there. Like
yeah.
What made you get into cars? Or like what car did you see? It was like
I don't know. They just
I kind of like that.
They kind of amaze me, honestly. Like they're just like just a beautiful piece of machinery. I don't know.
That's so like you were never into them as a kid at all? Like at all? Like
no, not really. I mean, honestly, my mom tried to like give me dolls to play with, but like I always like refused.
Dolls to play with?
Yeah, like my mom tried to like make me like a girly girl and like do this and do that, like feminine wise, and I was just like never really into it, I guess. And
you're just like more like a tomboy growing up?
Yeah, pretty much.
That kind of makes sense even now, seeing it. No offense.
Yeah, I guess.
What would be your dream car? Like ever since you got into cars and you're like watching all these cars around you, even today, like we have a whole bunch of different cars in the community. Like which one strikes out to you the most? Like which one
My
is like
car?
I want to aspire to get this car?
Porsche GT3 RS.
Why that car?
That's such a beautiful car. Like who wouldn't want that car? If you don't want that car, I mean everybody has their own opinions on everything, but that car is just so beautiful. And the way it sounds, oh my god, it's just such a sexy car overall.
What would you do to it?
What would I do with it? Honestly, probably just mechanical work and just upgrade a lot of like, just to make it powerful because I like to go fast.
Right.
So, I mean, cosmetic wise, it's beautiful as it is. I wouldn't change not one thing about it.
You know what's crazy is that like I know like a lot of things. Well, I don't know much about Porsche to be honest because I don't really have much interest in them as like other people do. But I've noticed that like they are like powerfully driven cars. Like they're meant to be driven.
Yes.
Like out of factory. Like they're not. That's not something you have to build. Like that's something that's already like
kind of
right set in stone.
Yeah.
You got it. Like it's like the Ferraris. Like Ferraris, you can't really do much with them because they're already good as is.
Yeah, I feel like the Porsche, the GT3 RSs are made like that too. They're meant to be like tracked as well.
Yeah. I mean,
I find
would you ever really track that car, or
yes,
would you just?
I would. I honestly would. If I had the money, I would literally buy a GT3 RS and keep it just to track. I would not daily that car like whatsoever. Maybe like an occasion here, week and there, but like daily driven that car would never do that if I had the money for it.
So, I don't know. I feel like I'm the same way with my car now because it's just.
Yeah, because you're getting another car.
We're not gonna talk about that one. But
oopsie.
Next clip. Being in the community for so long, like I know, like you said, you started off in 2019. You've seen all these cars. 2019, that was like during the COVID, like pandemic.
God, yes.
So like we had like a whole bunch of stuff going on the low key. So we had like these little takeovers, group get-togethers and stuff. Like
I mean, I feel like
how was that like experiencing that? Like how was that?
I feel like then and now is a totally different scenery.
You think everything's totally driven it's driven by media basically. You feel like?
I do, because back then it was 10 times better than it is now. Like now we can't even park at a parking lot and just chill.
Right.
Because one, the cops would come, or two, there'd be a kid trying to do a burnout or spin their car, and I'm just like, you need to like come to a realization like a park and show and like a takeover. Like there's a time and place for both of them. It's never like the time to like always spin their car or do a burnout or do something stupid. Yeah, 2 steps here and there is okay, but like it's just annoying that every time that we go to a park and show, somebody wants to just do something that they're not supposed to be doing at a park and show, to be honest.
But coming from somebody who like came from that community back in 2019, like, what's your take on takeovers now? I'm sure I'm sure you've grown a little bit since then. Your mentality's definitely grown. You were a little younger back then, so we were definitely a little dumber.
Definitely. So. I mean, now it's okay. It's not the best. I mean, I wouldn't really choose to go to them. I would rather go to like a little park and show here and there. Takeovers are a once in a while type of thing. I wouldn't really go to them now.
Full Sail New Year.
That's definitely once a year type of thing. But it is definitely different. It was definitely better then than it is now, 100%. Right. I would rather go back in time to go to those takeovers than the takeovers now.
So even with the takeovers, like I know that you know, over the years it's gotten a lot worse, and we've had a lot of people hurt, killed, even arrested from it, which is, you know, like there's a lot of things that has been going on with that community.
There's a whole task force involved.
Yeah, and I mean, I'm not gonna lie, it has been getting out of hand, but like, what do you think of, like, what's your opinion now, like, since you're such a fast driver and like, you know, you seek the adrenaline to like go in and out of traffic and cut up, what is your opinion on swimming through traffic? You know, like we have media like Instagram, Twitter, we have all this stuff. Like Squeeze Benz promoted that actively on social media, giving this out to younger children, like, and showing them this that makes them want to do it. What is your opinion on it?
My opinion on that, honestly, if you just need to know how to drive and you need to learn the car, because if you just were like, okay, like I'm gonna do that, and like not understand your car and not understand how people, you have to like understand how other people drive as well. You have to see where they're going, and if you can't grasp that, like other people's moves in a way, like where they're gonna go, you're gonna mac immediately. Like you're just not gonna make the cut. You have to also learn how to drive fast enough in your car too.
Oh yeah, I definitely agree. There's a lot of people in today's day where, especially like a lot of TikTok kids, they'll buy like the newest BMW, like G87s, G80s, like you name it, you know, you name it. And like, dude, these are kids who don't even get the basics of how to drive a regular car. You know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of people who will get like all these high-powered cars that are rear-wheel drive, but won't know how to handle it. Yeah, they don't know how to handle that. So
yeah, no, some people think they can cut up and they just don't know the length of their car, and they just don't know when to slow down, speed up. They just don't got it sometimes. And you just need to learn how to drive like that slowly and then progress with your speed.
Do you think it's acceptable?
Like
me personally, like I'm not gonna sit here and act like I'm a goody two shoes. You know, I'm not like I've done my fair share, but I feel like over time I've grown a little bit. Like we are, you know, putting people at risk. Like
all the time. Like, anytime you drive like that, you are. But like, I mean, occasionally here and there, little swim sessions isn't bad.
We got this guy trying to swim with us.
I think that's Ant.
I had a DR flag in it.
So yeah, we were talking about cutting up and, you know, the whole culture behind it now, and we know it's been getting a little bit more dangerous as the years go by, months go by.
It has been.
And like I was gonna say previously before we got interrupted, that I was like that at one point, but I don't condone it. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and tell somebody not to do it because, you know, do your fair share of whatever. But if you're going to do it, I feel like you should at least be cautious and be very, very, like,
aware of your surroundings.
Yeah, be very aware of like your surroundings. Calculate your every move. You have to think like 4 or 5 steps ahead, I feel like. Especially when you're going 100 plus miles an hour.
People just throw their cars into like a spot that they think that they fit, and then they
don't
just
make
go
it at
for
all.
it. Yeah.
It's kind of sad, I'm not going to lie. So, like, you know, I've been around for some time. Like, I've noticed you. I mean, I've known you for a while. And, like, we'll make jokes here and there. We'll be like, yo, like, you drive like a man. Like what is your opinion on that? How do you feel about that? Like, you drive like a man.
Honestly speaking, since I've gotten this car, I've gotten a lot of people. My tints are dark, so, like, you can't see who's inside the car. All right. But I've gotten told, like, damn, like, you really know how to drive. And, like, people just that don't know me either, they're like, yeah, like, you got the wheel. And I've gotten, like, mistaken from being a dude.
Right.
Sometimes, and it's kind of funny to me. They're like, oh my God, it's a girl. Because, like, they don't expect it to be a girl with the way that I drive sometimes. And it's pretty funny to me. I cackle sometimes.
You cackle.
I cackle.
I mean, yeah, because it's kind of stereotyped to.
Yes, it is. I agree with that.
Like we have somebody behind a BMW. It's usually like a guy behind the wheel and stuff like that. So it's like I can imagine being a woman in a car community may be a little hard.
Yeah, it definitely is. It's definitely what's the word I'm looking for? I don't remember the word that I'm looking for. But it is very different, and it's not. I wouldn't say difficult because I mean females get their ways.
Right.
It's more of like if you have to be a very outgoing person and like no boundaries and everything like that. But it's kind of easy being a girl in the car community, but then it's not them because then guys would be like, oh, like you're just in it just to be in it and just to either get with the guys or you're just for show. But like some females are actually in it because they enjoy having a car, enjoy working on their cars, enjoy being around females that are interested in the same interests that they have. Like it's just very different for us.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you. Like there are a couple people who. There are a couple girls, I shouldn't say people, like girls that I've noticed, like we will sit there at Wawa.
Yeah.
And we'll be like, nah, this girl's not for it. Like this is.
Girls, they look for different things than I would say for me.
Right.
Because I have a love in cars. Like that is my hobby. That is my only hobby. When people are like, oh, like what are your hobbies? I'm like literally cars. Oh, what else? Cars. Like, I love cars. I enjoy cars. I'm obsessed with cars. Like cars is everything to me. Like I want to grow up and have like 5-6 different cars. Like one for drifting, one for daily driving.
You want the whole garage. Like you want the whole ordeal.
I would want my dream house would be like a loft house is like my garage being like my main bottom portion and like the top is like my house or that sort of ordeal.
I mean, is it like, is it hard trusting guys out there, being a girl, especially in this community?
Oh yeah, 100%.
Like,
definitely.
Like I like, I've known you for some time. I've seen my fair share.
It definitely is.
Like, and there are a lot of guys who think they're very low about what they're doing, what their actions are, but it's very obvious. So like,
oh yeah, I mean you'll get your fair share of guys that just want to hit on you and do other things and everything like that. But like you'll get to know how men move in the car community.
Yeah, men aren't really as discreet as women.
No,
I'll be honest.
No, I understand. I peep a lot of things. Like I see a lot of things. I understand when people want certain things and what their intentions are off rip sometimes. I was supposed to make that turn.
It is what it is. We driving just to drive.
Yeah.
So, what advice would you give to any, women out there that are trying to get into cars or is already into cars?
Do not be shy. Always reach out. Always say hi. Always go up to the females that are in the car communities. Don't be shy because we want to say hi to you. We want to get you in here, teach you all the ways, go to meets, hang out, go for drinks, everything like that. Like, don't be shy. And just be very outgoing and understanding.
I do agree with that. Like I've been ever since I've been in the community, I've been an advocate with women being into cars, but it's kind of hard for me. Like on my end, I feel like it's so hard to really see a woman who's really genuinely into cars because it's always a hit or miss.
You have to have tough skin to be in this, to be honest, because they're gonna shit on you. They're gonna talk a lot of shit. They're gonna be like, you don't got it, you don't know what you're doing, this and that. But at the end of the day, you just gotta prove them wrong.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you. Yeah, you definitely do. Like, there's a couple girls out there like I've seen like they have tough builds and guys still kind of discredit them for having the build to be like, oh, like they didn't build that, they just bought it like that, or
like,
your
boyfriend did it,
your boyfriend did it. Yeah, like they don't expect
is.
women to really be able to build the car themselves. Mm-hmm. Granted, like they'll even discredit them for even asking for help trying to build the car, but
right.
like it's the same people who need help to build their own car.
Yeah.
So it's kind of crazy, and I don't know, it's kind of stuff that you see all the time, and like I don't know, you also like you even notice like these same women are being sexualized heavily, like, and it's something that I don't condone either, or that I don't really appreciate. Like we have like all these. It's been a thing for a while, for years, many years, where we have like women who are like the poster people to be in front of cars, and they'll sexualize them through the outfits that they wear and the photos they take. So how do you feel about women being sexualized constantly, like within that?
I mean, I feel like I don't agree with it because like when it was like back in the day, it was right here. Back in the day, females were only used in the car community for pictures. But
right,
now,
that is true.
But now it's like we want to have their own cars. We want the pictures taken with the females. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I can see that. Yeah, I mean, even in the early Fast and Furious movies, they've been sexualized too. Like, if you even ever notice, like, you know, Yuki, all the like model girls from Tokyo Drift. Like, even the first like Fast and Furious, you notice that all the girls are like wearing really
like
tight
nothing,
clothing. Like,
yeah.
they're wearing nothing at all. So I think that's what it kind of stems from. And like, you know, even like the people we hang around today, like, they kind of see that and they're like, damn, like, I want something like that. And it sets such an unrealistic standard, I feel like.
I agree with you. Yeah.
You think so? I feel like, I don't know. I just think that it's not right, but what can you do? But like, you know, you're, you know, being you as a person, like, you're showing them right from wrong. Like, you're showing these guys, like, you try probably a lot better than they do, and that probably messes with the egos a lot. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, they talk a lot, and I'm like, yeah, get behind the wheel. I drive them out at the end of the day.
Is that how you feel all the time, though?
No, not all the time.
Sure?
I'm not cocky.
Do you think that there's some people that could definitely drive better than you, though? Like, if you really think about that?
I know a couple people that could drive better than me, guaranteed.
Am I one of them?
I think we're equal. I don't think you drive better than me, but I think we have that chemistry where we can get to it.
Let me take this girl on a track one day, bro. Let's see how she really holds off.
That's fine.
But are you currently, like, we're about to get really deep. Are you currently happy with your life right now? Like, you have, you know, one of the cars that you've wanted for some time, but Correct. It's not the M2, it's not the GT3 RS. But like, overall, like, are you happy? What is something that you want to change within yourself? Like,
I'm happy, honestly, with my life, with how I'm going. Comparing myself to like a year from now, from like last year to this year, I'm definitely 10 times better. I'm definitely happy. I'm not like sad or anything. I mean, I want to get work done. I mean, money's always an issue for everybody.
Right. I definitely agree, especially in today's day.
Oh yeah, 100%. Everything's just getting more and more expensive. But in a general aspect, I definitely am happy with how everything's turning out. I love this car. I'm obsessed with this car. Even though it's stock, I'm still obsessed with this car, and I'm just so excited to get work done to it.
I mean, yeah, even for a stock M2 or M240, like, it moves faster than the majority of the cars that I've seen out there, you know, and it's kind of crazy the potential that this car has with the B58.
Yeah.
And I think you have the second gen, right?
No,
the second gen, or you have the first gen?
The first gen.
Even then, though, like, that's still impressive. Like, it's not, I mean, you know, yeah, you have a lot of work to be done, but, you know, for what it is now, it's pretty good, and it catches a lot of people's eyes, you know, especially...
Yeah, a lot of people don't think it's stock either. When they want to do, like, fun runs, yeah, they don't think it's stock. I'm like, I mean, I just know how to drive my car. That's really bad.
Yeah, these brakes, I hope the mic doesn't pick up those brakes.
The mic definitely picking up those brakes.
So, speaking about money, that's actually one of the issues we have here is the brakes, but... We'll definitely get that fixed soon, I think,
it's
right?
okay, next month. It's going to get done next month.
Next month.
It has to. If not, I'm literally going to take a loan out just to get my brakes done.
With the way this girl drives, I don't even think the brakes are going to last that long, to be honest.
No, on the weekdays, I drive perfectly fine. It's just the weekends. See, I'll be testing on the weekends.
Yeah, I don't know about that one. Based off the things I recorded this morning, I don't know about that.
Okay, it's the weekend. Come on now.
Right. So, you know, we go to these spots all the time. We go to New York. We go to Wawa Lodi. We go through all these car meets, car shows and stuff, and like we look at all these women sometimes. Pause, not like that, but like we look at all these women and we usually pick them out pretty easily to be like, yeah, she's not really about it. But like, what's one of the things that scream like she's a pick me?
Oof, that's a good one. I don't. Damn. That's a good one.
She can't find out because she's a pygmy herself.
That's crazy.
I'm playing.
That don't ever disrespect my name like that. That is crazy. Oh my God, I really don't know. I really couldn't tell you.
Usually when we're there though, you feel like you'd be like, yeah, she's really not for it.
She's too much. She just craves attention.
No,
I guess.
You've noticed that? Like you'd be like, yeah, she just wants the attention. She's usually just around the guys.
She's just I guess.
But how would that reflect to you, like, if some random person just doesn't know you and they're like, she's around all these guys, and mind you, like, not in the wrong way, you really are around a bunch of guys, but like, what if people think that way about you?
I mean, I kind of, damn, put me on the spot, guys. I mean, I see what you're saying, because I hang around guys, but like, you could just tell by like how they act around guys.
Wow, my car would love this road.
You don't know this road? I know where I'm at. It's kind of crazy how I know where I'm at right now. There's a Subaru behind me.
Wow, that's insane. Yeah, me and that Subaru would have been going at it in these roads. This is crazy, guys.
You know where you were?
I don't know where we're at exactly, to be honest, but I know that my car would have enjoyed this road.
I'm enjoying this road right now.
Jesus. Yeah, you need to lower this car, man.
Yeah, who are you telling right now?
Jesus. So what do you think your next car would be?
Ooh, my next
Like what
car?
I don't know, like we've been cooking some ideas up. We've been like what are you thinking?
Realistically, I would shoot. I know I have a 2 Series, but an M2 Comp though, oh my god.
An M2 Comp? That wouldn't be bad.
That wouldn't be too bad, but I don't want another 2 Series, but then I would get another 2 Series.
So if it's not a 2 Series, if the 2 Series didn't exist, what would be your next choice?
Shoot. Putz. Se fudeu aí, né?
What?
Damn, that's a good question. It would have to be another Beamer, to be honest. I love BMW.
Man. No offense to any Beamer owners that are watching this, man. But I'm sick and tired of seeing Beamers, bro. Like
I know there's so many now.
I definitely.
It's kind of crazy how much BMW has.
I definitely appreciate the power behind it, like the the work behind Beamers, and like how impressive it is as a car itself coming from factory. But I feel like right now, like that's all I see, man. It's nothing different. Like everything, every corner I turn, bro, I see like a Beamer, and I hear the burble. I'm like, all right, well, that's a B58. That's nothing new. That's like, I feel like Beamers are becoming the new Honda Civics, but like high-end versions of it, like it's kind of crazy.
I definitely do agree with you, because everywhere I go, it's literally BMW, fucking BMW.
Yeah, like it's insane to me, and it's kind of sad, to be honest, because I feel like in a way the car community is just not dying out, but I feel like pinpointing just one car exactly and basing it off of just that one car.
Well, with nowadays, everybody's just buying a car. They're not buying a car and building it, honestly. Like, I feel like people need to like learn how to like buy a car and build it, not just buy it and then be like, oh yeah, like I have this, let's race. Like, no, like buy a car and build it, put your work into it, put your sweat into it, everything like that.
Right. What are you? Alright, anyways, back from our interrupted session. But how do you feel about One Stock Dre? I know
my god,
he recently just died.
R.I.P.
How do you feel about that?
It's so sad.
He did put on the map, the B58.
He definitely did.
But
we love that.
How'd you feel when you heard about his death?
I said there's no. At first, to be honest with you, I didn't believe it. I did not believe it. Like at first, like whatsoever, did not believe it. I didn't want to believe it because like, come on now, it's One Stock. And I'm like, bro. And then I keep seeing these videos, and I'm just like, no, there's no way. Like there's no way. Like this did not happen. Like yeah, he got into an accident, but he's alive. Like he's good. Like he's a little injured, but he's good. Like. He's gonna continue all of this, everything like that. And then they just kept saying more and more videos. I'm like, no, bro, like this man's really passed away just now.
I think honestly speaking, like it's a lot of people, they get these cars, they don't really understand the power behind it, like I said previously, and these are the same people who just buy the car just to buy it, like you said. Mm-hmm. And it's people want to drag race all the time, but don't understand the concept of how a car should be handled.
Yeah.
And whether you're a safe driver or not, your life is on the line. Whether it be from people who swim in traffic, who can ruin your day and crash into your car, or you being the driver who likes to drive fast and suddenly everything cuts out in a minute and you suddenly don't have any bills or any responsibilities or anything like that. Sounds nice, but it's not. But it's just not it. It's not the way to go, And it's, people don't understand that when you race like that, you're basically looking at death in the face.
Yeah, people don't understand that.
So, I mean, RIP One Stock, he definitely put on the map, and he definitely became an inspiration for a lot of Beamer owners.
100%. A lot of people too.
If you go to like Beamer versus the World, you're gonna see a lot of B58s now. If you really think about it, so it's it's gonna be some. I think this year's Beamer versus the World is gonna be something.
It's gonna be crazy.
Yeah, and I like I said today, there's a lot of copy and paste, but that's what's on now, and it makes me wonder what's going to be on later on and within the next 2-3 years, But how toxic do you think the community is?
A lot.
Yeah.
There's a lot of cocky people. There's a lot of toxicity. Everybody's jealous. Everybody needs to, I feel like, just mind their business.
Do you think it's worse for a woman though?
Yes.
Like I mean, I'm not gonna. I've had my fair share of toxicness, but I don't really pay mind to it because it is what it is. It's my car. But how do you feel about that though?
There's a lot of toxicity. There's a lot of jealousy. There's a lot of like people want to one up you and everything like that. And there's not like a lot of like what's the word that I'm looking for? Like there's like a lot of people that they want to help you build your car, like make conversation and everything like that, but there's always like that one person that's gonna prank your downfall. And it's just like, for what?
What do you feel about this? People on social media who talk about women in the car community. I feel like, you know, like we have a collab post together, you know, but I feel like, you know, knowing how it is, I'm like, yo, like once they like one of our posts, like the one that we collab on, I'm like, yo, I already know what this guy's plan is. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I do. I mean, that's kind of like all of them.
Like, isn't that draining though? Do you think that's draining?
No, I don't think it is, because I don't really pay much mind to it, to be honest. It's kind of just there.
Do you like the attention?
I mean,
it is what it is.
It is what it is. I'm not seeking attention. I'm just like, oh my god, like, yes, oh my goodness, another like, or oh my god, another follower. Like, I'm just like, oh, okay, like
you're just chilling.
Yeah, you're following a car page and a female. Like, I know I'm pretty. Like, I'm gonna get followings. Like, it's just, it is what it is. Like, I'm not here sitting and be like, oh my god, you followed me.
If only
like,
I saw how she looked when she wake up.
No pa tanto.
So, what do you think you're gonna do next with your car? What do you want to do with your car? What's your dream build with this car? Like I already told you to lower it. I feel like lowering the car would be good.
There's no way that I can turn another dead end.
God. All right. Anyways. So what do you want to do with your car?
Oh, what am I gonna do? Everything.
Yeah,
So,
what do you want to do?
Literally everything. Like, this car I'm gonna do 50-50. Like, I'm gonna do like a nice little show car, and then like if I want to go fast, like I can. I want to do not everything performance. I'm gonna like obviously downpipe and tune it. You know, that's pretty much BMW.
Downpipe, tune, email, the whole nine. All right, chill. Sorry. Go ahead.
Interior wise, definitely gonna change all of it. I'm changing the interior, the seats, and like the door panels. I'm changing the color of it. I don't know. I might dye it. I've heard a lot of good reviews on dyeing your seats.
Dyeing your seats? I've never heard of people dyeing their seats.
Yeah, you didn't know that? You can put whatever color you want. There's a company that does that.
I've never done that, actually.
You can put whatever color you want.
It's actually pretty interesting.
Right.
I never even knew
But I
about
want
that.
starlights, new steering wheel. Like, I'm going to change, like, all of the interior. Like, all these trims, everything like that.
So you don't want OEM Plus. You just want, like, completely different things.
Yeah, it's
like,
going to be a completely different car. I'm going to lower it on coils. I'm not doing springs, not doing all of that. I'm doing coils. Probably gonna get new wheels. Definitely gonna wrap the car eventually at one point whenever I'm like done with it. And then if later down the line, if I want to, I might just stance it too. Have a little stance moment, but that gets expensive.
Stance moment? I don't know, bro.
Because I know once you go stance, you really
never
don't
go back.
I know.
You never go back.
Nah, that I know. But I'm gonna do the whole 9 for sure.
That's dope though. I mean, I feel like, obviously you should be careful.
Oh, always.
Be careful with what you do with the car, because once you put something in the car is no longer reliable.
Oh yeah.
Once you change something on there, it's no longer reliable.
I definitely know that.
Something could definitely go wrong.
That's why it's still stock.
Yeah, like a lot of things could go wrong with the car. I'm not wishing that on you. It's just being realistic.
No, yeah, realistically.
And it's just like what we sign up for.
For the house, sorry.
But what would you say to people in general in the community? What do you wish for the community to be in the next couple months, years, later down the line? Like, if you have children, what do you want that to be?
For people to not do stupid stuff all the time and just know how to do an actual park and chill and enjoy the moment, and not have to like spin their car to have a good time all the time, to be honest, because that's just ridiculous to me.
Yeah, I mean, usually you go to these takeovers, you just see people do
Yeah,
circles basically at that point, you know?
At park and shows, there's not time and place for it. It's just like relax.
Yeah, I think there's mixed opinions on takeover. I mean, there's some people who like it and some people who don't.
Some people despise that.
I don't mind, private sessions. I mean, there are private sessions where we, stay away from the public, stay away from blocking traffic, stay away from just people in general and just stay within ourselves. And I think like private sessions are a whole lot better than whatever takeovers there are.
100%. And then there's legal pits now too, which is
great.
Pretty cool. That started last year, 2 years ago?
Yeah, I think it was 2 years ago. Yeah. But I don't know, something about like just people seeing people just do circles. It's not impressive anymore. It's just not.
Yeah, I feel like track is better.
Yeah, like the track is definitely better.
More impressive than doing a donut. To be honest.
Like donuts, I feel like anybody can learn how to do it. Like I feel like if you teach somebody at a young age, you can definitely learn how to do that. Like it's not something that is hard to do. I feel like after a while when you practice it. But that's dope. Like I mean, it's glad that you don't want people to continue to do dumb stuff.
Yeah, no, I also want more show cars instead of bought cars. Like I want to see like old cars that are built.
Old cars that are built like vintage.
Yeah, or like have like what is it, like rebuild them and like make them nice. Oh my god, I know where I am.
Do you think there should be like less BMWs?
Yes and no. Don't get me wrong, I love BMWs, but that's all I see. Literally all I see, and I'm like, all right, on to the next. Like, I already know what you are. Like, I already know what you have. I want to see.
Like, what's
more.
next? Yeah. So, I know recently you had a couple run-ins with the cops.
Well, here we go. Yeah.
How was that? Well, what was, I
got 6 tickets.
On my first vlog.
Oh yeah, the first one.
On my first vlog, I listed most of the tickets you had, but I know ever since then you probably got more. I think.
No, I didn't. Ever since then, I haven't gotten.
It was just those set of 14 tickets. Because you had
Yeah, 'cause
7
I got-
there, and then
I
you had
got-
7 before.
Yeah, I haven't gotten pulled over.
Since
knock
then?
on wood. Yeah, we're gonna knock on wood because it's
definitely
my
knock
luck.
on wood,
Because
knock
look
on
at
the
that
head.
right. Oh,
That's
no.
not even a cop. That's
No.
crazy.
No,
It's just a
could've been.
NPC. But like, yeah, like, what was your experience with that? I mean, as a
Honestly-
girl, do you think that's any different than in being a guy?
Oh yeah, I get away with a lot of stuff when it comes to cops. When I'm a female, they take it easy on females. But if you're really doing some dumb shit, they're obviously gonna treat you as equal.
Right.
But I definitely do get away with a lot of things when it comes to cops and stuff like that. I can just talk my way out of it.
So how do you feel about the several tickets you have now?
Oh, I hate them. I mean, it is my fault. I can't really do much about it. I was doing dumb shit.
We like to kind of, oh my god.
You're fine.
We like accountability.
Yeah.
I mean, you know what you did. You acknowledge what you did. That's
Of
just
course. It's my fault.
you gotta pay to play the game. Basically, that's just what it is.
Yeah.
But I mean,
To go to court,
when's your court date?
I have to call.
You nervy?
Nervy. I mean, yeah. Everybody's nervous. I'm not beat to get locked up.
I mean, I don't think you'll get locked up.
No,
If you were
I
gonna get locked up, you probably got locked up
suspend
right
my
there.
license.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I'm be asked out.
With the amount of stuff you got on there, I wouldn't be surprised if I'm being honest. So,
Who are you telling?
I mean, hey, bro, best of luck to you in court. Hope you get that figured out. I mean, I wouldn't wish that on anybody, not even my worst enemy, bro. Because not being able to drive really sucks, man.
It's depressing, honestly, because I love to drive. So being able not to drive is actually depressing.
And where was it that you got pulled over at?
I don't know what time it was. I think in Elmwood Park. It's right off of 46.
Oh, that's not good.
I was right in front of what is that place called? That pizza place, I think, or that I don't even know what place that was.
So many pizza places in
Oh, it was a Pizza Town.
Pizza Town?
Yeah. Right.
Oh, that was. Oh, I know exactly where that's at. Yeah, okay, I got you. I mean, hey, bro, you did what you did. It was, I mean, unfortunate, of course, but I mean, like I said before, the only time you get caught.
Caught, yeah. Like I
So,
go
so you
onto-
ran before, is what you're implying.
No comment.
Mm,
No comment.
right.
The internet doesn't listen to that.
Right. So you've never ran from the cops before, but you know that's the only time you've been caught from doing dumb stuff.
Because you go to these meets. Obviously, you're not supposed to be there. It's
Right.
illegal.
No, I agree.
So like, I don't get caught doing that, but I get caught driving.
I mean, do you put up a fight when you get caught though? Because there's a
No,
difference.
I act like an innocent little girl, and I would bring up my white girl voice. It's the whole 9 yards.
I feel like, I don't know, me, if I know I'm doing something dumb, I'm not even gonna fight the cop. I'm just gonna be
No,
like,
I
all right.
literally sit there and I make up a lie sometimes. I'm not gonna lie.
What was the biggest lie you said to them? What was the most, like, one of the lies you said?
I mean, when I got pulled over with those tickets, he was like, "Yeah, did you know your lights were off?" I was like, "No, like I thought I had my daylight running lights on." I'm like, "I'm so sorry, like I didn't notice." I don't know. He goes, "Well, you were speeding." I was like, "I didn't think I was going that fast. I was pretty sure I was going like a good 55, 60, which I know there should be limits, like whatever."
Right.
I was definitely going like, yeah.
I'm gonna take that out the video. We're gonna take that out. But you were probably going a little over the speed limit. We'll just say that, and
Definitely, yeah.
a little bit over the speed limit. We'll just say that. Not anything dangerous, though. I assume, right?
No.
Okay.
No.
We'll just make
crazy.
sure.
Yeah.
But I mean, hey, it's been real talking to you about this whole situation, and I feel like
Always welcome to.
being a girl in a car community definitely has like its challenges, differences. Yeah, of course. Like you definitely get treated differently, definitely a lot more sexualized than others.
Yes.
But I wish you the best of luck.
Why? Thank you.
I appreciate you coming out today, doing this interview,
Always down for it.
and hopefully we have more to come by. I definitely want to see your car more on my channel. So
That's fine.
we definitely did have
There's gonna be a couple meets and a couple car events that we'll be going to this coming couple months.
Those will be in our vlogs.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. No, hopefully
Those
the
will
next
be
vlog,
fixed.
Yeah, Jeez.
Oh my god, I was supposed to go the other way. I'm just going deeper.
Nice. So we did talk about me having that spare key. How are you still feeling about that?
That's if you're gonna buy my downpipe and tune.
Alright, so this is documented. So if I get this part or these parts for her car,
Downpipe and tune.
I essentially-
Downpipe and tune
that's
has
a-
to be
that's-
purchased and installed before I give you the key.
So if I get the downpipe and tune, it's essentially my car too. At that point.
Not a partial owner. You're like, I'm gonna say like 25%.
25. I put
I
the
pay for
expensive
it.
parts in
I
the car.
pay for it.
I build it.
I pay for it.
I build
You
it.
put a downpipe and tune in it.
What if I buy more parts for it?
That's a different argument. That's a different argument.
I don't know. I'm buying the parts you want.
Literally, you're buying downpipe and tune. Like,
What about cosmetics?
that would be me.
Right. All right. We'll see. All right, guys. That's it for today's video. That's it for today's interview. Any last comments, questions, statements?
I do not think so.
Are we outside too?
We outside too.
We outside today. We outside the rest of the year.
Always outside.
We always outside. All right, guys. On to the next interview. Like, comment, subscribe, share,
Adios.
say whatever it is you need to say.
Salud.
And then we'll catch you soon.
I can't turn it like that.
We're gonna cut circle. I mean, this is crazy. That's crazy. Brakes are screaming, bro. What is going on here? What is? Bro, you're touching metal, bro. I'm in a death trap right now, bro.
We're also going in circles.
It's definitely going in the video. It's definitely going in the video, bro. This is like a scene of Get Out, bro.
Oh my god. No, we're really going in circles right now. There's no way I'm lost.
Yo, how do cops find? We really just went down the same road.
I know we did not.
Take a right.
Yeah, I was gonna make it right. That was funny.
I think, yeah, this is the way out. Yes, that's the way out.
Jesus. That's definitely not the way we came in.
We have to be like very positive about how we're gonna do this. No, I'm not. All right. Back to it. Back to it, pal.